You keep losing, bro, that can't be fun at all. You so below me, bitch, call you an underdog. I got 100 problems trying to get 100 solved. I'm sipping so much.
Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, episode 21, season number 1 of Saving Sampdoria. And let's put it this way, the entire season comes down to the next 2 games. Wolfsburg away from home and Sao Paulo at home. The entire season is in our hands. We basically have to win both games. If not, the third and final against Kievo to give ourselves any chance of getting in the playoff places. I can't explain to you how big a moment this is in this career mode. Not to go up, do we continue? If we don't go up, do we continue? At this moment in time, we are 9th. We've got a lot of work to do. We beat Wolfsburg. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, Sao Paulo and Braga drop points. But if they don't drop points, then I don't know what we're going to do. We've got to hope that Braga drop points. It's that simple. Braga have to drop points. As you can see, Wolfsburg came at us at 100 miles an hour. Sergio done a fantastic job. And then we go down the other end. Edgar Sali getting past the defender, pulling the ball back. But no, we can't break them down. They were defending so well. It was such a close and tight game. You know, Wolfsburg were just such a decent side. I really don't enjoy playing against Wolfsburg. Very good side. I mean, this shot had me worried. I watched the replay and I thought, wow, it's actually wider than what I thought. I honestly thought that was a hell of a lot closer. But again, Sali's playing. He drops the ball into Lopez. Lopez goes for a shot purely out of frustration because we just hadn't had that many shots during the first half. Hadn't been able to create many chances. We'd been trying to play our old standard, which is just knock the ball around as much as we could, but we just couldn't split them open. As you can see here, quite clearly, they're defending with literally every single player behind the ball, and that is so difficult to break down against the AI, against a human. It doesn't matter. It's just so difficult. You know, Wanyama knocking a ball into Clayton. Clayton, you just got this wall of green shirts in front of you, and it was so difficult. Half-time score 0-0, and we knew that effectively, the next 45 match minutes were the biggest match minutes of this career mode, and we had to go for it. We had to put it on attacking. We had to take the chance that we were going to concede a goal, but we had to hope that we could score before we conceded. Wanyama picking up the ball deep, gets a little bit of luck there, manages to feed the ball through into Lopez. Lopez knocking it into Sali, but Sali had already made the run. Miscommunication, and it continued. They're just defending so well, but we've got a bit of space on that left-hand side. Maxi Clayton doing so well to take that ball, knocks it into Lopez. Lopez is all the time in the world, puts it onto his left foot, and it's a huge sigh of relief. It is literally like a lifeline has just been given to us. Lopez scoring in the 73rd minute. All we had to do for the next 17, 18, 19 minutes is just hold steady, play sensibly. Don't allow them onto us. Just play cool and calm football. Don't give them any opportunities. But what do? We give them an opportunity in the 80th minute, but he misses. Completely and utterly cocks it up. The bounce seemed to just completely baffle him, and he just had no idea. But they do hit the bar in the 90th minute. I could not believe it. I honestly could not believe it. My heart was pounding. The whole season came down to that moment. You could feel it ebbing away from us. They were always in the ascendancy. They were playing so much better. And then they gave away a silly free kick. It was an offside decision, but it's a silly free kick. I knocked it into Niad. Niad just gently knocks it across to Rossini. We're just keeping hold of possession, playing sweaty football, knock it into the middle to Roberto. And thankfully, the referee blew the full-time whistle. We won 1-0. Away from home at Wolfsburg. 3 huge points, but how would that change the season? What complexion would that give to the season? Would that put us in the ascendancy? Or would we have to beat Sao Paulo? Braga, as you can see there, they drew 2-2 with Bologna. We will have a look at the table as it comes up. But essentially, at home against Sao Paulo, we've got to win. They won their last game 2-1. Sao Paulo won. So we have to win. There's no if, buts, maybes. Win or nothing. It is that simple. It is that simple. We have to win. Braga dropped the points. Sao Paulo are on our coattails. Wolfsburg are still in amongst it, but we basically have to win to stay in 6th position. We've got to win. The biggest game of our season is now against Sao Paulo, and at least we've got it in our own hands. We're now not waiting on other people's results. It is down to us. If we don't do it, it's our own fault, which I really, really do like. And I kept faith with Lopez. I bought in Castanos. Obviously, Marcelo is back, which is really nice. And I just had faith in the lads and Lopez. If only he was a little bit younger. A little bit younger. Oh my days. If he was just a little bit younger, I would sign him. After 6 minutes, he gives us the dream start. A 1-0 lead. But Sao Paulo are never down. They're never out. They're too bloody good. A great ball out to the right-hand side to Douglas. Douglas breaking down there. Really exploiting the fact we're playing 3 at the back. Nice strength there to keep away from the defender. Some silky skill moves. Knocks it inside. Denilson has the ball. Takes the shot. Rebound straight to Luis Fabiano. And Luis Fabiano slots the ball home after 28 minutes to make it 1-1. And really knock a little bit of the wind out of our sails. Because we know Braga are still, in amongst it. They could really threaten. Nearly disaster in the 34th minute. But Sergio getting that foot on that ball. Probably the biggest save of the season so far, because who knows what's going to happen. It's really quite nerve-wracking. Pedro doing some great work in the centre of the park, knocking it through to Lopez. Lopez into Castanos. Castanos breaking forward. The silky skill moves, teasing the defender into Lopez. Lopez! Maxi Lopez puts it wide. That could be the biggest miss of the season. We've had the biggest save, and we could have possibly had the biggest miss. Castanos with some silky, sexy skills into Tony Vilhena on his right foot into the box, puts in the near post in the 60th minute to thankfully wash away the memory of Maxi Lopez's unbelievable miss. The position Lopez was in, you would have backed him all day bloody long to finesse that into the corner, but no! Such is the anguish and the bloody love of this Super La Liga. The Super League is such great fun. Every game is so difficult and so hard, you can never predict it. We get a throw in, we knock it out to Pedro. Pedro plays the ball into Vilhena. Vilhena on his left foot, and Jesus Christ, sticks it into the top corner like a freaking boss. What a shot that boy has in. What confidence. He was cool, calm and collected and hit that as true as you like. That is just world class. The keeper had no chance. The keeper was never, ever, ever going to get close to that, to let alone save that from going in that top corner. This gave us a great opportunity to make some changes. So I brought on Wanyama and Dennis Domenis. I took off Pedro and I took off Vilhena just to rest them, because we didn't know what we had to do going into the final game. Would we need to get a victory from the final game, or could we rest some players? But Sao Paulo were not going to go down without a fight. A great ball, but it went straight across to the other side, and that was that. They had had enough. The referee blew the full-time whistle. 3-1 victory at home against Sao Paulo. Now essentially that means as long as Braga perhaps dropped a point, we would be fine. And as you can see, Galatasaray are champions of Super La Liga Division 2. And to be fair, they were the better team in the division. I preferred Valencia personally. We go into the final game of the season knowing we are in the actual playoffs. So this match does not matter. Win, lose or draw, it doesn't matter. We are now in the playoffs. The only thing that does matter is seeing who we're going to play in the actual playoffs. I'm hoping we're going to get Lokomotiv, because I want to steer clear of Hamburg. I don't want to be playing them. Very strong side. They really took us to the sword when we played against them. They dominated us. Van der Vaart was completely brilliant when we played against them. I mean, he dominated the game. He was their absolute engine. So steering clear of Hamburg is my number one priority. That is the number one priority. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But we're going to have a look at all the league tables to see how all the divisions finish, because I think it's been a fantastic season. It's been an immense season, some great games, and as you can see from the top right, it does show that we've missed both Wolfsburg and Hamburg, and we will be playing Lokomotiv, which will be fantastic. I'm happy with that. Hopefully, Wolfsburg will beat Hamburg, and we'll get Wolfsburg in the final, because I feel more confident against playing Wolfsburg than I do Hamburg. Just purely because Hamburg were very, very good against us, and they truly did dominate us. But as you can see from the league table, it's looking pretty good. I'm surprised. Paris Saint-Germain? Really? Come on. I can't believe that. Liverpool, look at that. Liverpool, Lazio, Lille, Seville, Roma, CSKA Moscow. 7th is Everton, 8th Udinese, 9th Newcastle. That division is just so competitive. So many goals. It's just brilliant division. Really, the divisions, I have to say, have been so well balanced. The divisions, I have to say, have thrown up some really shock finishing tables or actual positions of the table. Some of the teams I honestly felt would never be in the bottom half or are better than some of the teams in the division I thought would walk away with it. I mean, look at Olympique Lyon. I thought they would walk away with it. I honestly did. I mean, I look at this division, for example, and I think to myself, I'm shocked at the way the tables have finished. I'm so happy with Sporting in 3rd, but I'm shocked with the way the table has finished. I just look at it and I think it doesn't make any sense. You know, I thought River Plate were a better side than that. Werder Bremen were a better side, you know. It's a real Betis. I mean, they're in 16th. I would never have thought they would be that low down in that division. That division, I would have thought they would have been one of the stronger sides. One of the sides really challenging for a playoff position or even a title. I am a bit shocked with West Ham being down near the bottom. I think that's a little bit of EA bullshit because they're a little bit one-sided to Spurs and etc. So, yeah. Galatasaray walk away with the title. Valencia put up a good fight. Villa hold on to finishing in 3rd position. Lokomotiv done a great job. And look, I mean, Racing Club actually overtook Braga and Sao Paulo on the final day to finish in 8th position. But we finished in 7th in that almighty and much needed playoff place. And we will be playing Lokomotiv at home in the first leg in the next episode. It will be both legs in the next episode. So hopefully, touchwood, fingers crossed, give us positive thoughts. We can go and get to the playoff final. Hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I will catch you later.